Hi, you guys. If you can hear me, give me a minute. Still trying to get things set up here. There I am. I can see me. Drag this over here. There we go. I like to view it the way you guys see it, so let me go to that page. Hopefully there's some of you here.
Welcome to the daily.
Let me get rid of the ad. No, I don't want to watch a video. Let's make a pocket letter. That's where I want to be. There's four peoples. Bread commercial. How do we look? Ooh, our quality is at 100%. There's 4 people watching. Yay. Okay, I'm gonna turn this so you don't have to look at my computer. All right. So far we're off to a good start, even though I'm 6 minutes late. 6 minutes tardy. That's good for me, actually. And I do have a bit of a tummy ache today, so. Hi, Shauna. How are you? I had a good week. How was your week? I hope you had a good week as well. We have 6 people. I'll be right back, you guys. Okay, I'm back. I'm having some tummy troubles today. So I am running out of pockets. So I'm going to take some out of my ATC folder. Or my ATC notebook. Oh, that's good. Shauna, I'm glad that you had a good week. Hi, Ronnie. How are you, Ronnie? Hi, Irene. Thanks for coming. Hi, Kelly. Oh, that's a funny Kelly. Hi, Teresa. I'm glad you had a good vacation. Or as you call it over in the UK, I'm glad you had a good holiday. So I'll probably have enough time to make a couple of pocket letters here because they go pretty quickly. I have paper cut, but you guys probably don't have paper cut. But in this little gem of a box, this is all cut paper. See, it's all cut. Some of this paper is paper that was gifted to me. Some of it is paper that I have cut. Playing cards. If you want to do a pocket letter, you can get the regular size playing cards, which this is a really quick way to make a pocket letter. Where did they go? I just saw them in here. Here. But you can do some really cute pocket letters with playing cards. See how perfectly they fit? Whoop. If you can find playing cards that have really cute cards, themed cards on the back, you can do some really cute things with those. That was my phone. Homemade papers. These are some homemade papers. So you can do some really cool things with that. Anything. I mean, all you got to do is cut them into 2.5 by 3.5. Those gift bags that you get at the Dollar Tree, you could slice those up and make a scene on here. I have done like a silhouette picture where I've cut out a silhouette that I found on Google and made a really nice picture and then sliced it up and put it in here, and then you have a really nice scene. If you don't want to do just separate little decorated pockets, you could do a whole nice big scene on your pocket letter. But yeah, so I have a bunch of cut up papers in here that I could use if I wanted to. So your only limitation is your own mind. But instead of doing that, I figured I would, just to show you how easy it is to cut paper, and in case you haven't made a pocket letter, to give you some. Here's some pocket letters that I've made and haven't finished. Like this is one that I made and I never finished it, but I did take some of the pockets out of here and put it into other pocket letters. So that was kind of a vintagey theme. I did the same with this. I made this a dress theme, but then later on I took some of the pockets out, or some of the cards out, and put it into other pockets, into other pocket letters. And this was kind of the same thing. I did a whole pocket letter of dresses, and I just never finished it. So it's just like that now. Here's another one I started, which was an Easter theme that I just never finished. This was a really cool one that I did with watercolors. They are hearts. I traced a heart onto here with a Sharpie marker. It was a scalloped heart, and then I just simply watercolored it. And this is just regular cardstock, and then I splattered the same watercolor paint onto it, and then I mounted it onto a black cardstock and just made it look like this watercolor rainbow pocket letter, and I never sent it. Someday maybe I'll, finish it. Hello, Susan. Hello, everybody. This and that, Susan, Shauna, good evening, good evening. Here's one that I was going to do something with. I got all my things mounted, and then I just never finished. Here's another Easter pocket letter that I did and never sent it. I think it's pretty much finished. I just never sent it. Here's another one, so it's directional. Instead of it being this way, it's this way. And I think I never did anything with this one because I didn't like the way that my words cut apart. Tune my heart to sing thy grace. And I just think that I didn't like it because the way that it chopped up the words. But here's the one that I was talking about with the silhouette. So here's the silhouette. So what I did is I mounted this on paper. I cut out the silhouette, and then what I do is I use either black paint or a Sharpie marker and black her completely out. Glue her down to the paper. So these are two separate parts. Glue her down, and then I cut my pieces, and then I put them in here in the correct order. And then you get this silhouette, which these are really fun. I made so many of these, and they are really super duper fun to make. Here's another one that's horizontal direction. Now these are just some that I was just playing around with that I never sent out. I've sent out probably, oh my goodness, I don't even know. I would say 50 to 75 pocket letters just within the last 9 months. I haven't sent any out recently, but so this is another one I made and never did anything with. Never sent it out to anybody. And it's really cute. just has different quotes that I printed off of the computer. These are butterflies that I fussy cut out. So yeah. This is another one, they're all the same. I put book pages. Cut out the butterfly from the paper, and then I put back that with book pages. They're all the same. I don't know where I was going with it, but I never finished it. Here's another one with the same thing. I just did a paper punch, you know, one of the edge punchers. These are when I was first starting out, so I was just kind of playing around, and this is a calendar that I just cut the pieces of the calendar and, you know, made this. I love doing these where it's one scene and you just cut it up and it makes, you know, the picture. I love doing that. And this was another one, another calendar. And this was another one that I did that I never sent to anybody. It's ice cream or sweets. I had a lot of fun making this one. I used a lot of glitters, and these were all images that I got off of Google. And I just, you know, made them all glittery and fancy and yummy with glitters, and very pretty. I think that's it. I think these are just, yeah. This is just a canvas that I did. Not really a canvas, it's just that on chipboard, but it's a silhouette. And that's it. I haven't ever done anything with this, but I like it. I think I've showed you guys this one. Brooke really likes this one. I think that I'll frame this for her. I made this in January. Every time she sees it, she's like, I want that, I want that. So those are just some of the ones that I've already made that I never sent out, that I just have sitting in this bin here. Yeah, so I will cut some paper. So that just gives you an idea. You know, yeah. I tried to get out of the habit of using all the same paper. In the beginning, I tended to make every single pocket exactly the same. And then I came to realize that they kind of, I mean, they look nice either way. Do whatever you want to do. I'm over here looking at my paper. I think I'll just grab my scrap bin. You guys want to see some serious problem? This is my scrap bin. See how big this thing is? These are just scraps. So perhaps I should use some of this. Is this not ridiculous? I mean, and this thing is full. This thing is huge. What do I use? What? Why? Why do I have so many scraps? What is wrong with me? Maybe we'll use some of that. Maybe we'll use some of that. Perhaps we'll use some of that. Vellum is nice. I'm just grabbing some scraps. I think I'm going to go with a purpley blue theme. Why not? Just, you guys, get your scrap bin. Let's just pull some scraps out of our scrap bin. You guys have a scrap bin? Does yours look ridiculous like mine? Please tell me you have a ridiculous looking scrap bin. So I'm pulling pattern paper, I'm pulling homemade paper, I'm just pulling paper. Join me. Get your scrap bins. Don't make me look ridiculous. Look ridiculous with me. Maybe we'll use some of these. What else? What else will go with my theme that I'm building here? I got some of that. This might look nice with it. Okay, that's probably good. Embarrassing moment over. Okay, let's get rid of it. Whoa! I know, the scraps are going to get me for sure. Oh, you've got me beat, Kelly. I don't think mine is 15. No. No, you've got me beat. Okay. Thank you, Kelly. I don't feel so stupid now. Shauna has hers hidden in little scrap bins all over the place. I used to, Shauna, but now I just have it in that big bin. And I got that bin because I thought it would slide underneath my desk where I could hide it, but it doesn't fit. It's just, nearly just too small. Okay, so this is what I pulled out. Okay. This is what I pulled out of my scrap bin. This is homemade paper. I pulled out a couple sheets of vellum. This, I think, was sent to me. I don't know why I put that in the scrap bin, because it's really a full sheet. Vellum, I've got some napkins that have spray on them. Paper towels, really. Some scraps from hearts that I punched out. This is pattern paper. So we should be able to get backgrounds and a little bit of embellishments. Okay, so all of your pockets are 3.5 by 2.5, same as an ATC. Okay, so this is my paper trimmer cutter. I call it a cutter. So I am just going to measure out 2.5. I cut it this way. I put it in here vertically, measure 2.5. And I don't know that I want to cut all of this. I'm going to just cut one strip, and then I'll be able to get 3. And then I'm going to cut 3.5 because I want them to be 2.5 by 3.5. Okay, so I'll get 3 pieces out of this. So if you're using one color to do your whole pocket, you'll be able to get all 9 pockets. And then this piece, I have a little scrap bin up here on my desk that I'm just going to stick this in because I'll be able to use that at some point for something. Okay, and then I'm going to grab one of my pockets. Now, some people will build this to where their little pockets are in the back here. I always put it so that my slits are in the front. Okay, and I just start to lay these out to where I think that I might want it. So let's see. These I'm not going to be able to trim in my cutter, obviously. I'll just rip it, but I'm going to see, I'm going to find a spot that I like on this. I like this one. So I think I'm just going to get, I have this fine line marker, and I'm just going to grab one of those cards, maybe if it works. I'm going to trace this. Now when you get into doing this kind of stuff, and you find it too tedious to use napkins and stuff, then just don't. Just use paper. So if you're making one right now, just continue to cut your paper. And if you're not using this kind of stuff, just use paper. Ignore what I'm doing and just continue to cut your paper. Just consider that what I've done is I just took a wrong turn. I'll get back on the path in a minute. Just trying to see. My idea was to put vellum in front of that. That was the thought when I pulled that out. Because the vellum alone kind of doesn't have any color to it. But if you put something behind the vellum, so I'm going to cut that at 2.5 by 3.5. Can you guys see what I'm doing? Okay. Vellum cuts well on the trimmer or cutter. Okay, so I've got that. I don't know what I did with my other piece that I was using. I think I just threw it off of my table. I don't know. Oh, here it is. It's under. I saw something fly off of my table. I don't know what it was. I might not use this way. I'm just kind of laying things out for now. So we got that. I might put that up there and then cut one more. I kind of like these dark pieces too. So let me do one more here. This is why I don't throw this kind of stuff away, because even if I don't know what I'm going to use it for at the time, I know at some point I'm going to use it. And then if I hold on to it for a really long time and I haven't used it yet, then I'll go ahead and toss it. But I will at least hold on to it for a little while. When I go to clean sometimes, I'll be like, what was I holding that onto that for? You know, after a couple of months, it's like, I'm never going to use it. Then I'll finally decide to get rid of it. Okay, so I might go with that. And I definitely want to use some of this paper. I love this paper. So I'm going to cut it at 2.5. By 3.5. It always feels good when you can get your scraps and make something out of them. When you don't have to cut a brand new piece of paper, it always feels good to me to be able to get into that scrap bin. I need to get a new cutter at some point. This thing is so old. And then maybe I'll do this one. So 2.5 vertically. And 3.5 horizontally. Okay, and then maybe I'll get rid of that. And find maybe this floral section. I cut it at 2.5. By 3.5, just to change it up a little bit. Maybe I'll take this other piece of vellum that I pulled out. And it's not even on the bottom. So I'm going to use my line to make it even. Whoops. Cut it at 3.5, and then it's not even. Okay, so that's what I've got. So I'm going to slide them in here just to see if I like what I've got so far. Of course, the paper towel is going to be fussy. Are you guys still with me? Are you just being quiet? Okay, there we go. So I'm going to keep some of the little pieces out in case I decide I want to embellish with some of these. I'm not going to need all of these hearts. So I'm just going to keep a couple of those out. The rest are going back in the scraps. Okay. Take a drink. Alrighty, so there's our base. It's different. Looks kind of plain right now. Okay, but it's different. Now I'm back into this box. And now it's just a matter of everything falling off of your shelf. Jeez. I just want one thing. Okay, so I've got a couple of embellishment things. This is just like, these are just appliques that I have, that I've been trying to use. But these are, like I said, my papers. And what I wanted to find are just like little word things that I've got cut out. Like this one says, "You are braver than you think." I should probably try to get all of my things organized into a manner. These are seriously just like thrown in here in no specific manner. The girls, what I do when they want to make pocket letters is I'll pull this out for them since the papers are already cut, and they'll make their pocket letters out of this stuff. They come up with some really cute little things. And they've made pocket letters for people that we've sent. They've sent them to people. It's really cute. But they'll put these things in. There's things like this in that they'll color, and they love the Easter bunnies and stuff like that. So they just go to town in here. So that's why things are a little bit disheveled. But they have fun in this little bin. Another really good idea is I have this cut out of a page protector, so that if you're cutting out something that has words in it and you need it to be the right size, this isn't the best example, but if you need to cut this out in a 2.5 by 3.5, cut yourself out a clear piece so that you can lay it over the top and get it centered, and then you can draw a line around where you need to cut it, and cut it out that way. That's what this is for. That's really helpful. I don't even know what all I have in here. I've got a bunch of little things like this that people have gifted me that are possibilities to put on pocket letters that I've stuck in here. Just all kinds of little things, you know, things like this. Probably things that I got in pocket letters. You know, when you trade pocket letters, they fill the back pockets with little goodies, and so this is probably a lot of those types of things like this. Stamps are great. Now that I have stamps, I really didn't have very many stamps when I made pocket letters before, but now that I have stamps, I can totally use stamps and stuff. Okay, so I'm not finding a whole lot of word type stuff. A lot of these papers are papers that people had sent me. Book pages that I've painted are great. This stuff I use for ATCs as well, because ATCs and pocket letter sizes are exactly the same. So yeah, I'm not really finding a whole lot of inspiration in there. But I did find these, which kind of go. It's going to be okay. I don't know if that's the message that, I don't know. I'm not too inspired by these either. Not quite what I'm going for. I didn't wake up really inspired today. So hopefully that will change here soon. So, but I do have these appliques. And let me see. I have all of these stamped images that people have sent me. I really want to get these, I love them. And I can't wait to start using these mini Gorgeous Girl stamps. But one of my ATC friends sent me all of these, and I really need to get them scanned into my computer. So I love them so much. So I've just kept them safe here in my applique box. And then somebody recently sent me a few more of them. So, and somebody stamped this image for me. So I just keep them in here. But anyways, these are all appliques. Patches. These are all patches. Here, how's that one look? Just kidding. Butterfly. Let's try. I don't know. Here's a little butterfly. Some of them are just too big. Here's a little flower. I don't know. I'm not really going anywhere with it. It's little baskets. These were actually my mom's. She had a whole bunch of these. That's kind of pretty. Oh, and here's a purple one. That's kind of pretty. So and if you don't have these stickers, I know some of you have stickers. If you're thinking to yourself, but I don't have those appliques, that's okay. You don't need the appliques. I know y'all have stickers. I think, boop, diddy boop. I like these two, but where am I going to put them? There. I really like them on the... I like that one on that paper, but I'm not sure I like that one. I really like it on that paper. Thank you, Piper. I do. I'm blessed to have such good supplies. These came from my mommy. I didn't get much from my mommy's stuff when she died, but I did get some great stuff. The little bit that I got. Now somebody sent me these. Jennifer just sent me these. I just opened them up yesterday in my mail. And I love them. I have to keep this one for me. But I might have to use one on here. I don't know if it really goes with the theme. I had them sitting out because I thought, well, maybe I'll use those today. This is the hardest part of a pocket letter, is trying to figure out what the heck you're going to do with it, you know? So this again is my embellishment bucket. These came to me in an embellishment swap. I hate to open up this. I've held on to these for so long, and they're so stinking cute. But I think it might be time to use them. That doesn't really apply because it says happily ever after. But that one, I think, goes. Very, very well. I don't know why I talk in accents sometimes. My friend Kim made these beautiful embellishments. Aren't these beautiful? Ugh, I love them, and I think this one would go perfect. Right there. Love it. So we might not use that one. Those don't really match. These are ice cream cones. Just going through, just going through. You know I got to put something with faith on it. So it just, you know, depends. Do you want to put matchy-matchy? Do you want to make it all matchy-matchy? Do you want to make it all random? I'm going to get some real inspired with this stuff. I do like this friendship one. I know that I can't. Maybe I'll do that on the vellum. Then I feel like I need something to balance it over here. Oh, I don't know. That's too big. I don't know. I'm not finding anything really that's sticking out in my mind. I'm going to put this guy up here because I want to save him. Put this in my trash pile. Put this back. I do have this. Okay, I have an idea. Let's see. I'm just going to mark this where to cut it. I'm going to take my scissors. Just cut on the inside of my black marks. Okay, and I'm going to slide this. There, make a little belly band across there. There, that looks good. Well, this guy, I'm not going to glue these down in case the people like this little applique. I'm not going to glue it. I'm going to just stick it in there in case they want to use it on something else. It will be there. This guy, I'm going to, since it's dimensional, she did put a sticky on here, which is nice. I'm going to put this on the outside to give my pocket letter some dimension. Okay, I love it with the fibers. All right, so we've got that. This is flat, so I am going to knock everything over. My fine liner broke, so I don't have the needle portion on it. It still works, just not real happy. I'm going to take this. I don't want to take the napkin one out because, you know. I'm going to put this in at an angle though. Okay, like that. It says friendship. And so that's what we've got so far. I'm going to grab some stamps. Let me see. These are little ones, and I don't remember. I think these were fisters. I'm not positive. But they have a bunch of little godly messages. And I'm just trying to pick out which one I want. I like this one. Faith consists in believing when it is beyond the power of reason to believe. I'm going to take my block there, and I think I'm going. This stays on. Stays on ink. See how it comes completely clean off of there? So we've got that, and it's kind of plain, just like that. So we can fix that. I move and my animals get all excited. My animals. I'm going to get some flowers. These ones have a little bit of glitter. my bling box. Try to keep my desk somewhat organized. It's already getting completely trashed out. And let's try to figure out. Oh, these are pretty. These will be pretty on here. I'm just going to put one. There, that looks nice. Okay, I guess I'll take. We need to add some shininess to him. I got these little blue pearls. Well, that's not pretty. All the glue stuck to it. There we go. Sometimes it's better just to peel it off the glue. Hi, Barbara. Glad you're here. Yeah, she definitely makes her presence known. She has such a bark to her meow. Don't you, Lucy? She sounds like an old lady out. Hi, Lucy. Lucy. Meow. She's a girl. She's 16. She lays on her blanket back here. And whenever I get up, it really sounds like she's like upset and barking at me, but she's not. She's just saying, "Hi, Mom. What are you doing?" Gets home, she just talks and talks to him. I got glue. This is not going to be easy to get back in there. You know what? I'm going to get a popsicle stick. It was hard getting it in there with without all of this stuff. Whoops, I just lost a pearl. Whoopsie. No, 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 you're going in. You will go in. I don't care if this takes me all day. You're going in. Okay, there. That looks better. Okay, now, let's see. I think we can do more here. Okay, I lied. I am going to tack this down just so that it doesn't move around on me. Is this boring to you guys? Oh, are you getting a spinning wheel? Let me see.